Game On Media is chatting to Duane Heath, the project manager of the SARU Gold Cup. Duane, thank you for joining us today. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks, Dan. Yourself?
Can't complain, Duane. Let's get right into it. The Gold Cup is a culmination of a lot of different efforts from a lot of different people. The National Club Championships was basically the backbone of club rugby. It wasn't very successful. That model changed to the SALC Community Cup, and now it's changed to the SARU Gold Cup. Why? What brought on these changes? Why has club rugby undergone all these changes?
Well, I think, Dan, club rugby had to adapt to the modern era. I think the club championships were successful for their era. I mean, it started in 1975. We had 38 editions of it, all the way from 75 to 2012. People will remember very fondly and still do the old Toyota Cup Championships in Durban over the Easter weekend. And that was great for its era. But the modern day club rugby demands, and rugby's demands in general, required that we do something different. And I think the Varsity Cup coming about in 2008, I think sparked thoughts in terms of what are we doing for open clubs, what opportunities and platforms can we give them. And so that's pretty much where we are in terms of the history of it. And from there, we felt that the club championships, which were held in Stellenbosch over a week traditionally, would no longer serve the needs of the club rugby fraternity, and thus the change to the Community Cup from 2013, and then the Gold Cup from last year, which is essentially the same tournament, just moved to the end of the season and just changing its name.
One of the things that stands out about the Gold Cup is the Rugby World Cup style format. What brought that in, and what else went on behind the scenes to create the successful platform that the SARU Gold Cup has already established itself and only in its first year of competition?
Well, I think the problem with the old club champs was the format, was the package that it was presented in. You know, the club champs lost its sponsor towards the end of its lifetime, and I think that was in reaction to the fact that in the modern commercialized television age that we're living in, it no longer provided a proper commercial package for broadcasters and for sponsors. And so what the Gold Cup, what the Community Cup and then the Gold Cup now has tried to achieve is to create exactly that, a user-friendly, broadcast-friendly package tournament, which is commercially attractive and also easy for TV to latch onto. So I think that's a very important point to make, is that we need to be relevant in this era, and with so much other rugby about, we need to carve niches for ourselves. So that pretty much brought upon us the format that we sit with now.
Duane, the Gold Cup and Community Cup a couple of years back have already started to unearth exceptional rugby players, guys who may have fallen off the wayside, or guys who have never been noticed before. Names that pop up immediately is guys like Garth April, Titan Adams. They're doing their careers have seen a resurgence since playing in the Community Cup and the Gold Cup. What is the whole drive behind the Gold Cup? Is it just to unearth talent, or are there other things that you guys are trying to achieve?
Well, I think club rugby, in essence, needs to tick two boxes. And from our side, I mean, those two boxes are at other ends of the spectrum of rugby. The one box is participation. We want to have a competition and provincial leagues feeding into that competition that provides participation to young men around the country, tens and thousands of them. And then on the other end of the spectrum is the performance box that we need to tick. And that's where something like the Gold Cup comes in, where it's a high-performance platform aimed to unearth new talent, to give a platform to rising stars, but then also, like you say, with Garth April and Titan Adams, to provide a lifeline back into professional rugby for guys who may have been on the national radar for a few years, but for whatever reason just slipped through the net. So I think it's fulfilling a number of functions which currently we don't have fulfilled by any other competitions.
Definitely, Duane, as we end off, what is the future of the Gold Cup? What can people look forward to this season and future seasons?
Well, we're looking ahead over the next few years. We've got upcoming meetings which we'll discuss the future direction of the Gold Cup. I'm not sure what will be decided exactly, but we've put through some exciting proposals which I think the fans and the players and the supporters and sponsors and broadcasters will really like. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to make some announcements on that within the next few months.
Gamma Media would like to take this opportunity just to thank you so much for spending some time with us as you just unbox what the SARU Gold Cup exactly is. And we look forward to seeing what new things are going to come, new players that are going to be unearthed, and just giving club rugby the recognition it so deserves.
Thank you very much, Dan. Thanks for the opportunity.